Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Kara if you are new here. I recently put up a poll on my Instagram account. If you're not following me there, I'll leave the account handle here. But I put up a poll over there and basically said I'm not sure what video I want to film this week and gave 3 options, which were day in my life, self-care day, and then a visiting farmers markets. And I actually had a decent amount of people respond. And it was kind of tied between the self-care day and day in my life, and some people did vote for the farmers market too. I'm planning on doing all those videos at some point, but today I'm going to be filming the day in my life, and then maybe this weekend I'll do like the self-care one or something. But I was hesitant about filming this video because I just feel like my life lately has been a little bit of a mess. This year has been really weird in terms of business and personal stuff, and just kind of unusual, and it's been kind of awkward to find a good time to film. So this is going to be a super realistic day in my life. You already saw a little bit of my morning, and I just made my smoothie. I just made this particular one yesterday for the first time. I make smoothies a lot because I find it's the easiest way to get in protein. And this one, I just threw together some banana, cranberries, oat milk, protein powder, and collagen, and it's really, really good. A lot of times I'll add in like peanut butter or almond butter, but I feel like this smoothie is better just like fresh and kind of tart because of the cranberries. So really enjoying that. Yeah, good for like spring and summertime kind of smoothies. So yeah, it's going to be a very realistic day in my life. I don't have a good routine at the moment. I honestly, back in 2020, had a really good routine where I would wake up and 6 days out of the week I would exercise, then I would meditate, I would go for daily walks in the afternoon, and just have I don't know, I just had a really good routine back then. And ever since then, I've been trying to get back to it, and I just haven't been able to. Last year, I was very, very busy with work. I was working like 70+ hours a week, out of the house pretty much every day, nights, weekends, and just when I was home, it was very hectic and trying to keep up with house chores and clients and urgent offers, and it was just chaos, and it really put me in a tailspin mentally and physically too, just affecting me in all ways. And so this year, I've kind of intentionally decided to take care of myself a little bit more. 70 hours a week is not sustainable by any means, but I feel like it went a little bit in the other direction, and quite unintentionally. So a lot of you know that interest rates started to, increase to right around 7% towards the end of last year. And then they dropped to in the 6s, and that really impacted the demand that we've been seeing in the real estate market. So a lot of people basically just said, you know what, I don't really want to look right now. I'm just going to put my home search on hold. And yeah, I've talked about, whether that's a good or a bad idea in my housing market update videos. I'll leave those to you to watch at your leisure. But basically it's impacted my business a lot. So I really have not had a lot to do outside of the house. It doesn't mean that I'm not working. I'm still doing a lot of like behind the scenes admin stuff and planning videos and that sort of thing. But I really don't have that much that's interesting to film these days. I mean, to give you an idea, let me pull up my calendar here. So here's my calendar. This is like for next week. You can see I really have like nothing, like truly nothing going on. There's one thing. But this week I had a few things. But yeah, I really have not had much out of the house. I just haven't had as many clients this year. Last year was actually my best year ever. I've been in the industry for 5 years now, so I've kind of experienced the ups and downs of the industry. That's, to say the least, I've experienced the ups and downs of the industry. Moved once within there, so had to rebuild my business back up again in a new place. So that's been kind of difficult. Last year, I ended up being the top producer in my office. I got a production award and then also a quality service producer award. But then this year, it's just kind of been dead for me. And I haven't really been complaining about it. It's been a little bit nice to have that change. But if you know anything about the real estate industry, you know that we do not make money unless a home sells. And so basically, I don't get paid to show homes. I don't get paid to do lead follow-up or be in the office or anything. We literally only get paid if a property sells. So that means that in this industry, there are a lot of times where I'll make nothing for a month, 2 months, 3 months. And being in this industry, you just kind of have to be okay with that. And I'm not really. I don't think anyone really gets used to it. Maybe they do. I don't know. I tend to be a worrying person or a worrisome person. So anyways, I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but all that to say, I don't have a lot interesting going on today. I'm really just going to be around the house. I don't really have anything that interesting to film, but I did want to still film a video today because a lot of you guys wanted to see this. And I think that it's important to show what a realistic day in my life is like. I mean, I feel like a lot of people that are YouTubers have this pressure or feel this pressure to just film when they're doing something interesting because it's going to be more of what the viewer wants. But I watch a lot of YouTube and I feel like, yeah, that's generally true that you want to have something interesting to talk about or to show. But at the same time, I think that it's really important to show, you know, whether you're having an off day or, you know, you just don't have a lot going on and every day is not an adventure, every day is not exciting. You know, I definitely have ups and downs. So that is my very, very long-winded intro. The only thing I've had really going on this week is I was supposed to have a settlement on Monday, which was initially supposed to be last Monday. And it keeps getting delayed because of major issues on the selling side. I'm on the buyer's side. Just issues with title and divorce attorneys involved, and it's a whole mess. So that has been the biggest stressor, I would say, of my week this week. And today, yeah, no out of the house appointments. Tomorrow I have an acupuncture appointment. I've been going on kind of a skin healing journey over the past year, I would say. It has been a lot. I've seen a holistic dermatologist, I've seen a nutritionist and now an acupuncturist, and made some progress, but not really where I want to be yet. So that's a whole long story that I don't think you're interested in. If you are, let me know, but I'll save all the details for that. Now I'm just going to take my supplements, which I know a lot of you guys on Instagram actually were kind of curious. I literally have been taking this many supplements a day. These are all recommended by my nutritionist. So I take 2 Vitex Berry, which is for just hormonal balance and health. I take a B complex vitamin and vitamin E, both just for general vitamins that are good for you. I take 4 HPA Adapt supplements, which are for anxiety and stress and just kind of balancing that out because I do struggle with that. And then I take 2 gummies of chlorophyll just to get some extra greens. So I'm gonna take these now, finish drinking my smoothie, and then I'm going to fill out my little planner. This I've really been enjoying. Ian actually got me this for Christmas, and I struggle a lot with separating work and life. So he got me this planner that, if you can see, there's like work, so, or oh, that says Wednesday. Here it is. So you have work here and then life, and then at the bottom there's top priorities. So I really like to every day just write down whatever's on my mind that I need to get done, and then I found the top priorities portion super helpful. On there I basically just pick usually no more than 3 priorities that I want to get done that day, and if I get those done then I feel super accomplished, and if I do more, that's great. But I try to kind of set that bare minimum. Probably going to focus on finishing up some lead follow-up. If you haven't seen some of my other videos where I mention I recently got my green designation, so any of you that are interested in green building, sustainability, green building materials, energy efficient homes, anything along those lines, I recently got my green designation, which means that I am more capable of basically talking about those things and helping people interested in those homes purchase a property. So I really like to just kind of fully dive into topics like that and just learn everything I can. I'm going to focus some time and read through this PDF that I have that we were given for the green designation and just kind of absorb as much info as possible so that I can share it with you. Aside from that, I have another video that I need to plan for. Asheville recently approved their comprehensive 2043 plan, and it's a huge document, like 200 plus pages, and I think it would be really neat to do a kind of like broad overview video about what that comprehensive plan is for people that don't want to sit there and read through 200 something pages. I thought that that would be really beneficial to see what the city is planning, because it covers a lot of different categories and topics. So yeah, I think that I'll stop rambling at this point, finish up my breakfast, take my supplements, write out my to-do list, and really just do some office work for the rest of the day. So I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, it's quite a bit later now, as you may have noticed. I pretty much just spent the entire day at my desk just doing a lot of computer work. I did end up getting the 3 things that I wanted to get done finished though. So I went through all my emails, finished up my lead follow-up, and read some of that green PDF. I would say it was a productive day. Not necessarily the most uplifting. I find that a lot of times when I do lead follow-up, it can kind of be depressing because basically I find that I net lose clients just because they either decided they don't want to move to Asheville, or they bought in another state, or you know, a family situation happened and they're not looking to buy anytime in the near future. So I feel like that can be kind of draining to do that, but it is a necessary part of my job. So I read some interesting tidbits in the green PDF. I'll share a little bit of them here now in case you're interested. There was one chart that I saw that was basically telling you different sustainable swaps for different appliances. I'll actually put the chart on the screen here in case you want to see it, but basically talking about how like a chest freezer would be better than like a standing freezer, or something like having an ice dispenser in the freezer as opposed to on the door. I feel like both those things make a lot of sense. You know, the chest freezer, obviously hot air rises, so it makes sense that if you open a lid instead of a door, that less cold air is going to get out. And with, you know, like an ice dispenser, there's going to be some draft or, you know, loss of energy and cold air through that if it's in the door. So yeah, just some little tidbits that I thought might be interesting. After that, just went for a little walk around the neighborhood at 5, took out the recycle, and added more windshield wiper fluid in my car, so really nothing worth filming. This evening I'm just going to relax a little bit, try to recharge. I'm going to be making a super quick and easy dinner that I make a decent amount. It's just fish tacos. It's really easy, really tasty, and pretty healthy too. So I'll show you a bit of that, and then yeah, just hang out for the rest of the evening. And I think I'm gonna just not really work the rest of the day. It's already like 5:45 anyway, so I'll take you to the kitchen. This is the book that I'm going to be using for dinner. So it's The Beauty Chef by Carla Oates. I've had this cookbook for many years, and basically, as you can see, she focuses on skin, gut health, and well-being. There are tons of different recipes in here, and it's a really beautiful book too. The pages are nice and thick, and just a lot of really tasty recipes. So this is the fish taco recipe. As you can see, they look delicious. She actually has a recipe in here for making your own slaw, your own spiced fish, and then your own tacos. I have tried to make these before, but they didn't really come out that well. They tasted okay, but they just fell apart really easy. So really, I just use this spiced fish mixture, and then I just kind of do a variation on the slaw. So I'm gonna get cooking and show you what the finished product looks like. Well, I just finished up dinner and I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm just gonna take a quick shower and ultimately just hang out and read a book on the couch. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it probably wasn't the most interesting, but I thought that it would be kind of cool to show a realistic day in my life. You know, a day where I'm not necessarily out of the house. I probably won't make these too common or anything, but I did still think it would be interesting to film. So I hope that you got something out of it, and definitely stay tuned for some more videos in the future. I'll probably film that self-care day video at some point. I know a lot of you wanted to see that. Maybe the farmer's market video, and yeah, just a bunch of other ones that I kind of have floating around in my head. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button down below, leave me a comment, let me know what you would like to see next time, and subscribe if you are not already. All right, everyone, I'll see you very soon in the next one.